Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. Season's greetings. This is our Christmas wreath that we hang on the door every year. I may not put up a Christmas tree every year, but this wreath gets put on our door every year. Little decorations get added periodically. It's getting pretty full, so you can tell we've had it for a long time. I love my Christmas wreath. Wreaths go back a long, long time in history, thousands of years. The word wreath means twisted. So back in the ancient Greek and ancient Roman times, they would twist together olive branches, ivy, different plants, and augment them with, flowers and such to display who they are, what their rank in the community is. If you saw somebody walking around and he had this particular kind of wreath on his head or her head, you would know who they are. Sometimes there was even a period of time where they would have a gold sort of wreath around their head. That went on a long, long time. As we get closer to Christianity, the Druids were around in Europe, and they had a lot of superstitions. And they would weave together from their crop. Harvesting from their crop, they weave together. I mean, we've seen wreaths of like wheat all sort of woven together, braided together. And they would even have wool from their sheep, and they would twist that all in, incorporate it in with that wreath, and hang it on the wall of their house outside. And the purpose of that was to hopefully ensure a good crop the next year, number one. Number two, they also wanted to keep away the evil spirits. They're a little bit superstitious, so they had these wreaths to help protect them and to hopefully prevent a crop failure the next year. Now, when Christianity came along, the Druids and the Christians, there's quite a bit of conflict there, and it was not necessarily advantageous to be caught as a Christian. You had a bit of a difficult time with the Druids. And there was a lady, Lucy, who later became known as Santa Lucia. She would, at night, take food to the Christians who were hiding. So in order to make her way and find her way, because she needed her hands free to take food to people, so she had a wreath with pine branches twisted together, and she somehow fashioned in candles, lit burning candles to help light the way so that she could go and take food to the people who are hiding, the poor people that needed food. Santa Lucia. I have actually a friend who's also Swedish. Santa Lucia, Lucy, was Swedish, and I have a Swedish friend. Way to go, Gail. Every year she acknowledges December 13th, the feast day for St. Lucy, and she gets herself a little crown and puts in candles and burning candles. She has a little sort of recognition celebration for St. Lucy. Now, the Christians, they wove branches, sometimes on a wagon wheel, on a wheel of a cart, and they would weave and twist branches and put candles in. Now these candles are used for the 4 Sundays of Advent. Now you see, we're preparing for Christmas. We're preparing for Jesus to be born. So the 4 Sundays before Advent, there were 4 candles. And then in the center of this wreath that now is laying down, the Christ candle. Okay. So now, and that's carried on. You go to most churches, I'm sure you'll see an Advent wreath with 4 candles and a Christ candle, preparing and celebrating for Jesus to be born. But for the most part, largely, we know of wreaths hanging on your front door as a decoration and perhaps a welcome. Welcome to that home at Christmas time. So, John and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Wish we could be together, but yeah, maybe next year. So, in the meantime, stay safe, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.